Hello, children. Let us today make a Ganesha or Lord Ganapati with the help of using different mediums at the same time. That means we will make use of these watercolor cakes plus a brush pen, and you know probably what a brush pen is. It's a pen with watercolor ink inside and with a tip just pointed like a brush. So a brush pen and oil pastels. Oil pastels, you know what they are. So with the help of first the watercolors, we will choose these cakes and we'll try to put water over each of these cakes, whichever you like: orange, red, dark blue, then maybe pink, then light blue. So I just collect some water over the brush and put it on the cakes so that the colors loosen out. Peach. The peach is very necessary because that is the color which we will use in the center. Now, with the help of a flat brush, I lay water all over on the sheet, and mind you, this sheet must be 300 GSM watercolor paper or handmade paper. It should be essentially white and it should be 300 GSM, means it should be something like a card. If you try to do this exercise on any other paper, you will not succeed because the paper will crumple under the influence of so much of water added. So right now we are using the handmade paper and I'm laying lot of water, soaking the paper thoroughly by laying a lot of water with the help of a 1 inch or 1.5 inch flat brush. Now it is necessary that the paper gets wet in every nook and corner and every area, because nothing should be left out, otherwise the exercise again may take a beating. So I have completed the water wash all over the paper, and without wasting much time I collect any colors randomly. But before that I pick up the peach or the flesh tint and take as much color as possible and put it in the center of the paper, allowing the color to bleed. Then I wash the brush and I pick up, let us say, the purple. I use really thick, as much thick as possible. Now these are watercolors, so they are bound to remain transparent. However, I want them tending towards opacity. So I make use of different colors and allow them to bleed into one another, washing the brush each time that I pick up the thick color and allowing them to bleed freely into one another. Light green, dark green, red, and maybe a little other type of the red that is a little pinkish. Then taking some light blue, and allowing the colors to bleed and mingle freely. Again I take some bluish grey, then I take some greenish again, any color that comes to my hand. Thankfully the set of watercolor cakes offers us a lot of variety of colors, and it becomes quite exciting to paint this way. And then I allow all these colors to dry. I may make use of the dryer So in this way, the sheet is now completely dry, and as you can see, there are lots of colors bleeding into one another, and this is what we call wet in wet washes. Now to make the Ganesha head, we are not going to do the whole Ganesha, we are just going to draw the face or the head of the Ganesha, and for that purpose I begin by drawing a balloon shape. Which finally ends into the characteristic trunk. So the head and the trunk. Now, intersecting this balloon, I draw a D shape. The D shape will make for the ears. The D shape will make for the ear. One D shape on this side and a reverse D shape of almost an equal size on the other side. And I'll indicate the tusks, one complete and the other one broken, which is the characteristic, and then the Ashirvad or the blessings which he offers with his right hand. Obviously the sweet he loves, which is the modaka, can be indicated in this manner here. And we can draw the fold of the ear flap in this manner inside the D. Sorry. Now with the help of your black brush pen, we just redraw these lines. Using the brush pen continuously, steadily, and only once. So we make this much for the outlines with the black, and then we'll go ahead with the use of oil pastels. Now whenever we begin any work in oil pastels, it's a good thing to first clean the oil pastel tip with the help of a rag, because most of the times the oil pastels we use are just dumped into the box and they carry a lot of residue of the earlier attempt. So now I am using the two. I think this one will be better if it is a little yellowish, but seems to be a little lighter. These two seem to be the same. So anyway, I'll make use of the little yellowish, clean it properly, and then with the help of the dark or the heavier orange, I put in a fish shaped layer of dark orange oil pastel for the eyes. And then I'll make use of the lighter orange and blend the lighter orange into the darker orange and continue the effort further down. On both the sides. Mix them thoroughly and then make use of the black. Or even a very dark blue will also be okay, as in this case. So I made one spot and a corresponding spot on the other side. Then once again I make use of the orange, spread the orange nicely and pull the dark or the blue, dark blue or the black, whichever you may have chosen, to continue further upward and complete the eyes. Use heavy pressure and continue completing the eyes in this manner. Then put in some darker orange on the inner side of this area, pull it down further and further till you almost touch the tip, but not completely. Let it be aborted somewhere here. Same way, touch some dark orange on the forehead part on both sides, and make use of the lighter orange again after cleaning it, and continue making touches of the oil pastel brushed towards the right side, releasing the pressure gradually so that you get a sort of a gradation, that is from heavy to light areas, heavy to light, heavy to light, till the lovely granulated dotted result almost disappears into the paper. Then make use of the brilliant red to make the tilak or the sacred forehead mark. And then make use of a black gel pen to draw an outline around each of these. Then add some darker orange or heavier orange on the lower side of the palm, followed by a gradation of tones with the lighter orange. For the modaka, you may choose a little pinkish. And you may add a little bit of a dark blue underneath the fold of the ears. Oil pastels give this beautiful dotted granulated result, which is not present in any other medium. Every medium, of course, has its own advantages and limitations, and oil pastels have this characteristic that they leave behind a very wonderful dotted result, and more so when you use them on handmade paper. I can also introduce a little bit of the color here. Now this is what we call as mixed media. Mixed media means meaning you are making use of several mediums at the same time and producing a beautiful work of art. So I've used here watercolor washes, I've used brush pens, I've used oil pastels, and that is what makes this painting. See how the oil pastels, they give you this characteristic dotted grainy result. The watercolors give you those washes which make the colors bleed into one another. The brush pen, black brush pen outline makes it look stand out. And lastly, with the help of a blade, but this, children, you must do it very carefully. You must have such a pencil knife with a handle, and holding this carefully, just scrape out some of the area of the paper to form the highlight of the eye. If you just do it once or twice, the paper will come out and will make it look like the shine in the eyes. If you want, you may add a little touch of orange on this side, on the upper part of the fold of the pinna, and also on this side. Followed by the lighter orange to make it a little more three-dimensional. So in this way you can create a beautiful Ganesha using various mediums at the same time. Hope you have liked this video. Thank you very much for viewing this.